Hello guys and welcome back to Hey Manager with me Alex, and today we're going to get straight back into episode 2 of the PSG Save, the French Revolution, and let's see where we finished off since last time. So, schedule wise, what's happened? We played Montpellier last time, now we're going to be playing Aston Villa in the UEFA Champions League Group G. Now the group stages are still in FM, obviously in the FM25 they would have had the new group stages, the new way of the league phase. Then we obviously have the I think it's the round of 32 knockout, then the round of 16. Now instead we have to play through this year's worth of Champions League for us to then go into that league format. So this year we will be doing this on the Champions League for the group stages, which is a bit different, but I think it's quite poetic because PSG in the quarterfinals actually play Aston Villa, and we've actually managed to pull Aston Villa in our group. Now, if you look at who they have, obviously they have a very strong side. They've got Watkins, who's unfortunately or fortunately to ourselves, is injured for 5 to 7 months. But that does mean that potentially we're going to see Rashford up front, potentially, maybe, kinda. So we'll have to see how that fares. We've obviously got Leon Bailey on the bench. They've got a very, very strong side. Manchester United actually want Leon Bailey, which is interesting. Morgan Rogers, how good is he? Are we going to see him develop into like some fantastic footballer on this save? It's a good question, but in the actual save itself, he's not that highly rated as of yet. Obviously, I think we're just looking at the current database of footballers, not the actual like amended one. So yeah, it's a pretty strong side for Aston Villa, but we'll have to see how they fare. Now then, what's happened since last time though? We've been on an absolute tear. So we played Saint Etienne, Skelly with 2. We've got then played Auxerre, where we got, I think it was a 3-0 one, yeah. Marquinhos, Kvaratskhelia again, and Hakimi all settled in the first half. Nice, we then played Nice, a 1-0 win away from home, a pretty tight affair, to be honest. I think, in all honesty, we did have, not too much possession. I've been trying to play a bit more of this, like, a more defensive minded type of structure, but maybe I should just be going a bit more all out for our players up front. And then we played Strasbourg, in which we beat them 4-0 at home. Kvaratskhelia getting a double, Barcola and Dembele as well, our front three doing the business. So for now, our tactics, we're still going to keep with this. I think I like this. I think I like how it plays. To be fair to the team, I'm very happy. I'm really happy with how we've been playing. I'm really happy with what we've been doing. We've got a few youngsters coming through that I've brought in, but they can always play for the second team. Overall, you can see Kangin Lee has been coming off the bench, Doué off the bench, Fabian started a few coming off the bench, Pacho, Kimpembe, Beraldo. Everyone's getting a bit of game time, and goals-wise, you can see here, Kvaratskhelia getting the 6, Dembele, Hakimi with 2, Barcola with 2 and 2 assists, doing fairly well. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We're going to carry on with how we've been playing. João Neves could actually be playing a little bit better, but I think for now I'm going to keep it as is, because as you can see, the ability-wise, we do have some very strong players in here now. Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. Dembele as a winger looks unbelievable. He does cross more often, crosses from the byline, dribbles more, gets further forward, stays wider. Don't want that. I want him to be a bit more take more risk, cross less often, dribble more, cut inside, get further forward, be a bit more, be a bit more. In fact, inverted winger actually might suit him a little bit better than an inside forward. Let's do that. Let's play them as inverted wingers, because that could actually be the way that we unlock Bradley Barcola and Dembele now. So let's see how this fares. Let's submit the team and get into it. But yeah, I think for now, I'm pretty happy with how the team is. If we need more firepower, we could always change things up. We do go to that, that striker up front. Maybe put Barcola up there. But I want to see how we fare. So we're playing an Aston Villa side that has Marcus Rashford. He has been our weakness in the past, and there he is, the number 9 up front for Aston Villa. McGinn on the left. We are in the Champions League today, which is a change, an immediate change. It's what's this? The second episode, I want to say. Well, technically third, but second episode officially. As you can see there, we've got Kvaratskhelia, João Neves, and Vitinha pushing onwards with the wide men of Dembele and Barcola going in. And let's get into it. Let's have it, lads. I want to see how we fare against a very strong Aston Villa side, I must say. Asensio on the ball now. Obviously, I think he's on loan from ourselves. He's on loan from ourselves. Puts it towards Rashford. Back into Asensio now. These two partnering up like they are in real life. It's crossed in. McGinn with an overhead kick. Flipping heck. Donnarumma is forced to make a save there. Asensio sits over the corner now, whips one in, it's headed away, back out to Asensio, lets it go for a throw-in. I think we've been playing well, but we could just be a bit more creative. That would be fantastic. As Barcola is played through here, he takes it down the line, but Conte with a brilliant tackle. He whips the ball towards the back post. Dembele's there, takes it down first time, and he can't finish, which is a shame. It's a massive shame, as I thought he might be able to do something from it there. Barcola takes it in his stride again, though. I thought he might actually be able to do something with it there. So just a few minutes in, I'm going to ask them to, tightly. I'm not going to tightly press Rashford or Marlon. I'm going to tackle them hard and trigger the press onto them because these two are going to be a menace up front. Marcus Asensio, let's mark him tightly. And then other than that, I think I'm all right. John McGinn, pretty either-footed. I'm not too bothered about where we go with him. Digne, actually, I'll want to trigger the press onto him as well and put him onto his weaker foot because I know he's pretty threatening from them crosses out wide. I think, having 10 shots so far, João Neves stands over a corner, whips him back post. Theo Hernandez is there, and Dembele picks it up. Can he get a cross in? He can't. Vitinha now. Can we create something from this? Hakimi drives down the right-hand side. Can he cross it in? He can't, and Martinez does well after spilling the ball to actually get it into his grasp. I think we're doing all right. We're doing okay. I might hands on hips. We're very much in this game. Keep going hard. I'm going to pump up the fist. I need to see you have the ability to do better here as well. I think I'm going to tell my forwards. But Vitinha's having the game of his life out there. Dembele and Kvaratskhelia could be doing a lot better. I might have to go to that. That Dembele be a winger, Barcola be out. As an advanced forward type role. And switch up to that as there's a highlight now as it goes out to Pau Torres on this left-hand side. He's come forward. Can we get the tackle? And we can't. It's a beautiful ball in towards Marcus Rashford, and he's stuck it home. The man who is basically, just every time he plays PSG turns up. It's a lovely, it's a bit of a lucky ball down there. And Digne with a lovely first-time ball in. Marcus Rashford on the half volley after it comes up, takes it in his stride, puts it into the back of the net, and that puts us in a position now where I think we need to go a bit more attacking. I'm going to get the formation here, let Dembele do his thing, go a bit more positive. Even though we're away from home, it switches things up. It lets Dembele be in this role which suits him the most, and let's just see how things go from here. But 60 minutes in, we're going to have to make a few changes, and our defenders not had the best of games. Marquinhos, the likes of that. Asensio now stands over a free kick. Can we maybe win this immediately back? We can't. Onana takes it down. He's going to have he's going to have a shot on goal, but Asensio, can we maybe take it off him now? Digne, it's a great tackle by Hakimi. Now you're telling me, are you telling me that was a beautiful tackle? Digne tried to turn and Hakimi definitely got there. That's not a penalty in a million years, and they've given it. It goes bad to worse, from bad to worse. Is it Marcus Rashford? It is again the man who is our kryptonite, but Donnarumma saves. It's a great save by Donnarumma. Let's make some tactical changes before this highlight. So, Dembele is going to come off. He's not having a fantastic game. Kangin Lee on that right-hand side. Hakimi, bit worse for wear as well. Gibault can come on. And then Kvaratskhelia. Let's bring on Desire Doué on this left-hand side. We're going to let Zaire Emery play this deep line playmaker defend role, and Vitinha can push forward again. And let's try and get something out of this game because I really want to. We need something out of this game as Barkley stands over the corner. He whips one in. It's a poor delivery. Rashford's there though on the volley, and Donnarumma with it's a great save yet again. Let's encourage the team. Asensio from deep yet again. A free kick in. Can we get this away? Vitinha manages this time to head it away, and Lee Kang-in, who fresh legs. Can he bring it forward? He can. João Neves. It's luckily found its way back to Lee Kang-in. Can he find a ball in? He takes on his man. Can he pull it back now? He pulls it back towards Vitinha. And Vitinha's there. Immediate impact. We've put him on that advanced playmaker attack role. Lee Kang-in. A bit of luck down that left-hand side, I've got to admit. But we needed it. Lee Kang-in takes on his man. Dribbles past him. Pulls it back. Finds a lovely ball to Vitinha. Who's in acres of space. It deflects off. Who's that? It's Maatsen. Will it go down as a Maatsen own goal? I believe it won't. But no, Vitinha was with the shot on target at least. 85 minutes in now. Decent little bit of a game here. We're going to bring on Fabian just to play that deep line playmaker role, just to settle the team down towards the end of the game. But 95th minute now. A pretty even game, I reckon that was. I know we had a little bit less possession, a little bit less XG. But I think we, in terms of domination, in terms of actually getting the ball forward, having attempts on goal, we played pretty well there. But I know the finishing was always going to be, There's always going to be a bit here and there. It didn't go our way tonight, I think I'll say. Dembele doesn't have the best of finishing ability. Barcola's still young. Kvaratskhelia, he's not playing. He's not a natural attacking midfielder, and that's what we're lacking here. That's the reason why. And I know this formation doesn't do as great, but I think this one, to a degree, could be the answer if we need to. Barcola getting a bit further forward, but at the moment, I'm going to keep them. I think having them as inverted wingers probably didn't help us. I'll keep them as inside forwards, but Dembele just didn't turn up tonight, which is a bit of a shame. A 6.3. Well, as you can see here, if I put them in an advanced forward, inside forward attack, he's not got the composure, the anticipation, the decisions to make. The finishing's not there. It's a shame, and his stamina's not fantastic. I'll take that for now. We've done pretty well with, actually managing not to lose as of yet in the Champions League. That'll be the big one. Brest is up next, away from home, and then Marseille, who I don't think Marseille are actually the biggest threat to us at the moment. They're quite high up. I'll bring you that game against Marseille, so we'll come back to that one. And then I think we've also got Lyon as well to play after that. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll just have a bit of an update on staff, so you can see here, got a bit of a range of staff in, a few English, few French, few Spanish, few Italian, just to try and get us by for the first season. We've got a mass amount of scouts coming in, from all over the place. That's going to be obvious. And then a few, majority French, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, a few different people here and there. I think once I start getting, once France starts getting a little bit better, a little bit bigger in the world scene, I think we'll see a bit more like these better physios. But for now, I've had to bring in Telmo Firmino, 20 physiotherapy. I need the best of the best. I need them, and that's what I need for now. So yeah, overall, I think a positive outlook, positive episode overall. I can't really lie. I think I'm happy with how that's gone. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and thank you for all the support on the first episode. I really do appreciate it. Obviously episode 0, it would have been number 0. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Getting straight back into the things. I love these type of these story mode, career episodes. It adds a bit more storyline to the series, which is something I want to try and base this on. And then I think if I'm going to make single one-off videos, I want it to be factual. I want it to be a bit more informative would be the best way forward. So thank you guys for watching. If you've got any feedback, let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.